Hi, my name is Michelle Arnold, and most of you know me as Coach Michelle. But today I'm coming to you because I have the privilege to sit on the board of the Go Broken to Beautiful Foundation, and I want to share this foundation with you. And it is my hope that you will decide to help out with this organization as well. So the Go Broken to Beautiful Foundation, the Prison Project, is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides training and coaching for people who are incarcerated, people who have been incarcerated, and people whose at-risk behaviors are predictive of future incarceration. If I didn't know anything about this organization, that right there would make me want to get involved, because I love it when people care enough to say, okay, just because you've been incarcerated, we're not going to write you off, because oftentimes society will do that. And we want to make sure that you don't end up being incarcerated because of the things that you're doing right now. Again, this right here would make me want to get involved. So we provide a whole person, spiritually centered approach for inmates and felons to develop and expand their proficiency in identifying their life purpose and to ignite the resolve to intentionally direct personal choices designed to realize that life of purpose. And guess what, you guys? We all have a purpose. Some people just may not know what their purpose is. This organization is one that will definitely help you figure that out. So multi-state recidivism analysis suggests an estimated, and I want you to pay close attention to this, an estimated 68% of released prisoners were arrested within 3 years. 68% arrested within 3 years of being released. 79% within 6 years, and 83% within 9 years. So without a plan, without education, without a body of people who care, which this organization does, care enough to reach out to help these broken people, not knowing or learning anything different, 2/3 of these prisons will fall victim again to temptations, poor choices, and the cruelties of human life. And their cycles of abuse and legal entanglements will continue. So let me put a pin right here, you guys. As you can see, this organization is so much needed, because without a plan, they're going to end up, those persons will end up back behind bars. And that's what we don't want. They've done their time for whatever it is that they did to get there. But now we want to show them that, guess what? There's a whole big world out here waiting for you, and you can do so much good. But if we don't help them figure out and give them the education that they need to do something different, they're going to go back to what they know. And that's what we don't want. So this is why I need you all to jump on this and be a part of this great opportunity. So if these inmates go into jail or prison with no skills or tools to help them be accountable and more responsible, and they likewise come out with no skills or no tools, their lives will be no different. And it's the same for us. If we go into a job with no skills or no tools, we're going to come out of that job and we're going to be no different than when we went in. This is why this organization is so important and it is so needed. And the prison or jail will most likely be their next place of laying their head down again. Why? Because we go back to what we know. And this is why, and I'm sure you all have seen it in movies just like I have, this is why a lot of times you see individuals coming out of the system and they end up right back there. Sometimes it doesn't take 3 years, because that's the life that they know. And we tend to want to go back to the things that we know the best. So at the Go Broken to Beautiful Foundation, we are making an impact in the lives of people with real challenges. Many clients have already conquered their addictions, which is a blessing in and of itself, overcome trauma from past abuse, found employment, started college, opened their own businesses, and changed their life trajectories. I don't know about you all, but when I hear stuff like this just makes my heart happy, because it is a blessing when we can work with individuals to say, okay, the world doesn't want to hire you, but let me show you how you can open up your own business. Let me show you how For those that are able to find employment, you can get the education that you need to be able to get that job that you really want. When I tell you this organization is amazing, truly, truly, I need you to believe me. So the ultimate goal of the Prison Project is to reduce generational crime, addiction, abuse, and indulgence. Because let's just face it, people tend to do what they've always seen being done. And so we are here to break that generational curse and help individuals become bigger and better and just live a life of fullness so that they can move on with their families and not carry on that dark veil that hung over them for so long. So based on the unique and successful Go Broken to Beautiful and Go Broken to Badass program, come on y'all, I love that, with the #1 international best-selling client manual, Go Broken to Beautiful, What to Do When Life Leaves You Broken, our trained and certified volunteer personal response ability coaches, which we also call PRACs, give inmates and ex-felons hope. And this is what everybody needs, hope. I don't know about you, but I know I need it. And I know if I need it, others need it as well. Inmates overcome their broken state and ignite a new life of peace, love, and significance, becoming stronger, wiser, more capable, more resilient, and much more confident than ever before. And that is certainly something that we want to make sure they have. Inmates are learning basic skills that will help them in all 6 areas of life. Those 6 areas are physical, social, financial, business, career, and emotional, mental, psychological, and spiritual. These things are all needed because all of these things make up each and every one of us. And just because a person has been in the system does not mean that they don't need those things as well. So inmates and felons, here's what they'll learn. This is what I want you to pay super close attention to. They're going to learn solid life skills and habits, quantum thought tools to stop negative thinking patterns that take them down into depression or to the same destructive behaviors. Because guess what? If you don't give them the necessary tools to stop the negative thinking right in its tracks, they're doomed, and they're going to end up going down that same path that they've been down before. And we certainly don't want that. So they're going to learn to live in a new positive paradigm, fostering a life of integrity and respect for all mankind, to set and live within healthy boundaries, recognizing and eliminating toxic relationships. And let's face it, who does not need to get rid of a toxic relationship? To become responsible and service-minded citizens, to address past traumas, i.e. rewriting difficult memories that trigger emotional panic and paralysis, to discover their purpose, why they're here on earth, and how to leave a legacy. One thing I do know is that if you are not able to discover your purpose, you are definitely going to fail. And that's for all of us. So think about how that affects someone that's been incarcerated. This is something that they definitely need to learn. They're going to learn good communication skills, how to resolve rather than dissolve relationships when issues arise. They're going to learn to overcome procrastination, self-sabotage, financial future, and poor self-image. Unfortunately, whenever negative things happens to us in life, we tend to have that poor self-image of ourselves because we think that's how other people see us. Well, guess what? In this program, they're going to learn to hold their head up high, square their shoulders, lift their chest, and say, you know what? Yes, I did something wrong. I paid for my time, but I am not only a child of God, but I have a right to live my life in such a way that I can go on to do great things. And that's what they're going to learn with this program. They're going to learn to develop a stronger relationship with God, because we all need it, to be accountable not only for themselves, but to a power greater than themselves, to make mistakes. You know, your mistakes don't define you. Where you've been doesn't have to be who you are. What you've done is not who you are as a person. And the list can just go on and on. To forgive their perpetrators and themselves, because many have found peace for the first time. Can you imagine being an adult and for the first time in your life you are finally finding peace? Come on now, who doesn't want to find that? And I can promise you that if you've been incarcerated, your life probably lacks peace. Now, some people do have it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of inmates, either past, present, or future, need to have some peace in their lives. And we want to show them that you can have peace and you will have that peace. So they'll learn to walk with integrity. Their word is their bond. To live in the love/caring paradigm, meaning relationships become more important than being right or wrong, and decisions are based on a win-win outcome, because that's what we want. So it is very difficult for an ex-felon to get a good paying job when released from prison. Let me put a pin right here in my notes, you guys. That is so true. Someone who has been convicted as a felon will have a very, very hard chance of getting a good paying job. And so guess what? Depending on what you went to prison for, and y'all know what I'm talking about, you may end up going back down that road again. Why? Because you're not making a lot of money working at Chick-fil-A. There's nothing wrong with Chick-fil-A. However, that's not going to pay them the kind of money that they need to take care of their bills and to live a happy life. And that's just a reality. Now, me personally, if it were up to me, I would make it such that, hey, individuals have done their time. They deserve to make 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 on up thousand a year. Why not? Whatever they did does not define who they are. That's just what they did. They've done their time. So now let's pay them what they're worth. And we don't want to treat them like they are nothing, because they are people. They are men and women that God has created. He loves them, and so do we. So through the GB2B Foundation, we are inviting inmates to become mentors, trained and certified as prison pracs, which are coaches that teach the Go Broken to Beautiful /badass course. Y'all, I love that. Employed by the foundation to take these life-changing courses into the jails and prisons. Our prison pracs and personal responsibility. Coaches share the opportunity of purpose and passion, an occupation that fosters self-satisfaction, self-worth, and a sense of great accomplishment. So we invite you to jump on board and get involved by endorsing. Now listen up, because I need you to hear this. We want you to jump on board by endorsing, donating, volunteering, and supporting this magnificent and very sacred endeavor. I started out by telling you we need your help. I need your help. I want you all to be a part of this. I really, really do. So I'm inviting you to join me to make an impact in this forgotten, marginalized community. Did y'all hear what I just said? I need you to join me. One of the things that I did not tell you at the beginning of this video is that I am a child of God. Not only, and I wear many hats, but not only do I sit on the board of this great organization, but in my church, I'm an ordained deacon. Yes, I said deacon. I didn't say deaconess. I said ordained deacon. But I'm also the ministry leader of our Another Chance ministry. And my church, Metropolitan Baptist Church, located in Largo, Maryland, I am trying to take my ministry responsibilities and figure out how I can incorporate that into this great organization, because there is definitely a need for it. So like I said, we need you to get involved by endorsing this. It doesn't take but a second to share this video with organizations that you know of or someone that you know of. You can donate, and we greatly appreciate that. You can volunteer and just support this great endeavor in any way that you can. Will you please do 3 things for me? And then I'm gonna let you be. Number 1, visit our donor page and make a donation to keep this cause growing and thriving. I'm gonna put that link in the description box. Click on it and you can make a donation. It can be a one-time donation. It can be a monthly donation. It can be a yearly donation. And guess what? It's a tax write-off for you. But we ask that you please, please, please support us with your donation today. The costs for an inmate and felon involvement in the Go Broken to Beautiful and Broken to Badass program. Let me break this down for you. So the manual to a felon or an inmate is $37. Manuals to felons or inmates, one manual is $37. 6 manuals is $222. So one felon inmate coaching session is $200. 3 felon inmate coaching sessions is $600. Felon to train and certify as a prac to work and or teach in the jails and prisons is $2,500. One lifetime access to the Go Broken to Beautiful Badass course, $2,500, and that includes videos, self-assessments, tools, manuals, quizzes, and the likes. 2 inmates coached through the 15-lesson GB2B program is $4,000. And all of this is going to be in the description box. 5 group coaching / teachings of the GB2B course is $5,000. 10 group coaching / teaching of GB2B courses is $7,000. 30. Now I'm talking about individuals when I give you that number. So 30 people, group coaching is $10,000. So as you can see, we are greatly in need of your financial assistance. So please, please, please consider donating today. Number 2, I want you to share this video with your friends, your family, your employer, your pastor, fellow church members, your service organizations, etc., 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 and ask them to support this movement as well. I am pleading to you all to please do that for me. Can you promise me that you'll do that? Because it doesn't hurt to share it. It really doesn't. And then ask them to continue to share, and so on and so on and so on. Number 3, I want you to visit our website at www.gobrokentobeautifulfoundation.org and ask your friends and family members to learn more about our cause by sharing this video with them. And again, that information will be in the description box. You'll have all of the websites and all of the breakdown of the costs. So thank you so very much for giving me just a little bit of your time. God bless you for your generous donations, your support, and your endorsement of this most sacred project. And here's a quote that I want to share with you all. When you change the face of a man, a woman, a family, and a community, you change the face of a nation. That's powerful, you guys. Can I share that one more time? When you change the face of a man, a woman, a family, and a community, you actually change the face of a nation. So get on board and let's start making the necessary change. It's time, you guys. It is time. So for contact information, you can contact Miss Renee Lamont, y'all messing up her name, Dunn. I'll have that in the information, who is the board president. Her phone number is area code 208-403-9083. And the website, as I said, is www.gobrokentobeautifulfoundation.org. All of that will be in the description. There's a short video about the project. Make sure you go in the description, click on that link, and check that out for me. The Prison Project Overview booklet, there's a link for that in the description box as well. To donate, I have that link for you. The donor booklet, that link is for you. And you can also schedule a Zoom with Renee, and I'll have that link for you to get on her schedule. You guys, thank you so very much for giving me just a few minutes of your time to tell you about this great organization. I know that together, you and I can help break the cycle of those individuals that come out of the system and keep going back in. It's time to end that now. And we can do it together. Listen, I love you all so very much, and I look forward to you supporting this organization. And as always, you all can reach out to me if you have any other questions as well. Thank you, and have a great day.